This is Juris Stupidity, a video podcast on the use and misuse of legal terms and concepts in various media. This episode is on Rico. That's an acronym for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The name of this law suggests it is for criminal prosecution of organized crime. But the reach of the law goes far beyond the criminal mob. There are four categories of RICO. 1, federal criminal RICO. 2, federal civil RICO. 3, state criminal RICO. And 4, state civil RICO. Now, originally in 1970, there were only 2 federal RICO actions, criminal and civil. Later, nearly 3 dozen states fashioned their own RICO statutes, largely copying the federal model. In those states, an offender can get nailed with either or both federal and state claims. Now, a federal RICO claim, whether it's criminal or civil, has 4 key elements: conduct of an enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. To get a grip on this multifaceted law, it is best first to understand what is meant by enterprise. The U.S. Supreme Court has explained this element as, quote, an enterprise that includes any union or group of individuals associated in fact, and that the statute reaches a group of persons associated for a common purpose of engaging in a course of conduct that is proved by evidence that the various associates function as a continuing unit, end of quote. By this explanation, an enterprise need not be a business or a corporation, but rather just a group of persons acting for a common purpose. What these persons actually do for the common purpose constitutes the conduct element. The last 2 elements of pattern of racketeering activity requires at least 2 predicate acts of a long list of criminal conduct, such as, but not limited to, kidnapping, gambling, arson, and robbery, but also including violations of other statutes such as fraud, forgery, and obstruction of justice. The penalties are different for criminal and civil RICO. Criminal RICO can bring up to 20 years of imprisonment. Civil RICO penalties include 3-fold actual damages plus attorney's fees and costs. When did a talking head ever describe RICO to you in such detail?